let's do a market update, shall we? We
Yeah,
could
yeah,
talk
let's
about
do
it.
it. Okay, let's see how much the inventory is this week. It looks like
You
it's
ready?
going a heck of a lot lower,
It
even
is.
more
Look at
so.
this. 770. Just look at this line right here. It is just trending down.
So on top of this new program that's coming out, right, which gets everybody into the frenzy, rates are actually going a little bit lower, but the trend is lower still. So what does that tell you? Is people are overbidding, and this is the reason
Yeah.
why. This is the absolute reason why.
Yeah, ever since the Dream for All program came out,
Mm-hmm.
homes have been going pending left and right.
Yep.
Overbids been happening. People have been getting multiple offers. Listing agents are putting on their remarks, do not show this property anymore. Got multiple offers in, no more showings, things like that.
Oh, good
And you
gracious.
can see it. You can see it from here. Look, it's just been going down. 770 from last week, 826, 874, 906, 924 from the week prior. So this is a week by week basis. It's been going down. And look, pending homes went up. You see this little tick right here?
Yeah.
236, 258. It's pending homes are going up. New listings are going down. Sellers are still hesitant about putting their homes on the market. So it's going down.
Right.
And sold homes are slowing down too. It's going down. Well, it's stabilized, But that is the trend right now. And look, see? So 6% lower inventory, 1% lower new listings. Sold homes went down 6%.
Right.
Pending homes increased almost 10%. Last month, 27% decrease in inventory.
Wow, that's over
53.
a quarter percent.
Yeah. 53% new listings.
So it is, we're putting more demand again, and we've been in more demand for the last decade already, and then some. This new Dream for All program, it's a great program for buyers. But again, we keep having these programs for buyers, which is a wonderful thing, but we have no programs for sellers to offset that. So how are we going to create more inventory?
I think that's why a lot of people have been going to new builds, because the new builds that I went to yesterday for one of our clients, they haven't even released any homes yet, right? And all the lots that they're building right now, 70 homes that's being built. It's already in contract with other buyers. And because of the regulations right now with builders, they can only build like up to 20 homes at a time, right? So they gotta wait. So by the time they're done building all these 70 homes, the next buyers that get in contract with another build, they're not getting their home built until next year, February.
So let me ask you, Chio, when you're seeing out there, what is the contingency for these new builds so that our people will know? Do they lose their EMD? Is there any?
Of course they do.
Okay.
So they lose their EMD if they cancel after initial 30 days of getting into contract. Right. So that, and then that deposit becomes a credit.
So this is what is so crucial, Chia, because as a lender, I'm getting, all this information too, and I'd like to help, but it's like, if they get locked in and their house doesn't get sold until a year, I mean, a year is a long time. Things can happen, job changes, things like that. That's where I'm wondering whether or not they are protected from that. Rates can change, and that will offset their debt to income ratio, the whole shebang. So how are they protected from that from new builds if they're asking them, to remove all contingencies after 30 days and the house isn't going to be built until a year later? Even if it's not built until 3 months later, that's a little bit, tricky in itself.
That's where I think an individual is going to have to bite the bullet and pick their poison and say, you know what, if I really want this new build, this is the risk. Right? And not only that, I was speaking to somebody the other day that's utilizing the Dream for All program by ChiaTalks on a new build. Luckily, that home is built already. So, they don't have to risk the fact that by the time the home is built, funds are going to run out for this program. But to some buyers out there that are bidding on a new build with the Dream for All, that's something to think about. What if funds run out by the time your home gets built? You just jeopardize your deposit and nothing to show for it.
Absolutely. So in this situation, I think it's very, very, important that you make sure that you have a plan B. Like you can qualify for different types of loans, not just this program.
I think as a buyer right now that's, sees a Dream for All program, they need to have a backup plan for another program, or even a backup plan if they need to utilize another option for their own down payment. If the funds run out for this program, that's gonna suck. That's gonna, make a lot of first time home buyers
quite disappointed. And disappointment is gonna be like an understatement because we got money on the line here. We got livelihood on the line here.
I'd say be careful. Talk to a local expert. Come up with like an exit strategy, a plan B, a plan C. Things are moving so quick. I mean, you guys see here, inventory is going down because of this program. So as you guys see here, from last month, inventory went down 53% from last month. Sold homes, see, not much of a change, 2% from last month. Pending homes spiked up 50%. The same month last year, okay? 55% decrease in inventory. We have less inventory this month, this year, than we did same month last year. That should be a sign right there, all you potential buyers right now. New listing is down almost 70% from last year. Sellers, we need more inventory. If you think your home is not going to sell in this market, think again. We need inventory, okay? You're probably going to get top dollar for your listing too because we ain't got no inventory. New listings need to go up. Sold homes are down 58%. Pending homes are down 13%. So overall, everything is down compared to last year. Let me go on to the next. Price per square foot. Pretty steady, $321. Went down from last week 3%. Went up from last month almost 3%. Went down 5% for last year. Days on the market, 43 days on average. So no change in the days on the market for a home. Difference in listing price versus sold price went up to 99%. That's not much, but it did go up. So last month, days on the market, it went down 44%. Okay, that's a big change from last month. Homes are going faster. Okay, so it says here 33 days. This went up 2%. So if you look at last year, homes have not been selling as quickly as they were last year. Because look, last year was 14 days on average. This year it's 33 days. So that's a big shift right here. This is interesting right here. A home is either going pending and then coming back on the market and then it goes pending again and then it gets sold. Because we're seeing that a lot too. Pending homes are coming back on the market because buyers are canceling. Whether they code fee, they change their minds, whatever the case may be. So that might be the reason why.
Do you feel, Chia, it's fluctuating because people are getting out because of the rate fluctuation and they put their debt to income ratio right there on the cusp? Not only do they not have enough to cushion for a rate buy down, things like that too, that's changing their mind. Or when you're showing homes out there that you're seeing that sellers may not be fixing up their houses to where they used to make it presentable. And then when the inspection comes out, when the things come out, that's where the buyer's like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be done. What are you seeing out there?
A lot of sellers right now are putting their home slightly below market value. And that's been working a lot because they're getting multiple bids. That's jacking up the price automatically already. So the buyers are competing against each other now to get the home. Also, sellers that have their home staged or properly fixed to update it, to where it's clean. It doesn't feel like it needs work. They've kept it really well. Homes like that are going quick. Versus a home that a seller's just trying to take advantage of the market, or the fact that there's no inventory. Those sellers are the one that's actually losing because a lot of buyers right now just want to buy something to move in because they want to take advantage of this program right now before funds run out. And they don't have any other money to fix, update, any of that. So move-in ready is preferred. That means sellers, if you put your home on the market and it's a fixer-upper, you better price it correctly to reflect the condition of the home, or else buyers are not dumb. Buyers are not going to even offer. If they do, they're going to offer you what they feel it's really worth. It might be 20K, 50K, 100K below the asking price. That's something to expect. And to the buyers that are overbidding, once they get into contract and then they look at the numbers again with their loan officers and they see, oh man, I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. Those buyers are backing out too because they finally realize, man, I should have never overbid. And so reality kind of checks in once they go through the pre-approval process and then they cancel. And then now when they're out there with their agents looking again, they're reducing the purchasing price, 50K, 100K, because that's the budget they should have set from the beginning.
Would it be fair to say, Chia, that whatever you're qualified for, start with, I'm a little bit more conservative, so I'll say 75,000 to a cushion of $50,000. So one, you have an opportunity to bid appropriately, right? The negotiation tools to bid appropriately. Two, your pocketbook is not going to hit paycheck to paycheck because you gave yourself that monthly cushion. Yeah. And three, in the event that you do need something to fix and the seller's not willing to fix, you have that cushion still. So cushions on all three levels, right?
You guys have to remember that sellers are not obligated to fixing anything. If you do inspections, sellers are not obligated to agreeing to your request. They could cancel, or they could give you credit. It might not be what you want, or they could fix it. I'm not saying all sellers are going to do that. I'm just saying you have to go in with the right expectations that seller may or may not do any of the work that you request. Same goes with appraisal. If the home does not appraise, seller is not obligated to reducing the price to the appraisal amount. They could always counter back and say, nope, you pay the difference out of pocket, or cancel. Always go in with the right expectation as a first-time home buyer. Don't go in thinking everything is going to always work out in your favor, because it's not. Every time whenever me and Lisa work with our clients, we always tell them, go in with the right expectation. Go in thinking that things could go all sour. Things could go south. There could be hiccups in the process, because there will be hiccups. I guarantee you there's going to be hiccups in the process. Yeah. So you have to have the right expectation going in, especially right now with so many buyers coming back into the market because of these programs. It's gonna start getting very competitive, and sometimes that gets to people. That kind of sets the tone when it should not be setting the tone. Just listen to the experts, the people that you're working with, your agent, your lenders, and see what they recommend and go from there. And don't lose sight of that. Stay focused on that, and you'll be great. Yeah, you're not gonna have buyer remorse. You're gonna be happy that you made a good decision based off of your budget, based off of what your family need, because that's what's important right now.
Right. And just like you mentioned earlier, Chia, sometimes you just have to pick your poison. Yeah, we get it. Sometimes you're looking for a 4-bedroom, your kids fight, so you want them to have separate rooms. But the same token, which pain is harder? The pain of paying an extra $500 every single month for that extra room, or helping them get along and possibly say, hey, this is going to be our first home, right? It's not going to be our forever home, but it's going to be our first home to get our foot in the door and everything like that. And to make sure that, hey, if we need a peace of mind, if we need to go to the movies, if we need to have dinner out because I'm tired, I'm stressed out, you are able to do that.
Lifestyle is important. Do you want your lifestyle to change drastically after this purchase? If the answer is no, then you have to stick to your budget.
Correct. I mean, there's sacrifices, and then
there's compromises.
There's sacrifices and there are compromises. So you have to see which one is the sacrifice and which one is the compromise.
Lisa's correct. Let's continue with the market update, y'all. Okay, average price sold, average price for sale. Look at this. It's going up, of course. And sold price is slightly stable, not that much change. 2% active on average from last week, 3% decrease sold price from last week, 10% increase from last month. Sold price from last month went up almost 14%. You guys know why? Because we ain't got no inventory. And this is going to be the aftermath of that. Okay, I feel if inventory continues to be low, this is going to continue to go up. Sold price. I mean, if you compare to last year, it is down 3%. It is down from last year for sure. But remember, inventory is way lower than last year too. So if rates continue to also go down, there's going to be more buyers coming back. That's just the nature of the industry right now. People are waiting for it to be affordability, whether on the price side or whether it's on the payment side.
Oh my good gracious. There we are, back. So we talk about a seller's market and buyer's market and a deceleration market, right? We had a very small window of that deceleration market where home prices were still going up, just at a slower pace. So it has not, ever since, I don't know, at least decade now, right, Chia? It has been an appreciation market, which means it is a seller's market. And based on these numbers, guys, I love seeing these numbers every single week, because it just edifies again that we're still in that seller's market. So if you're asking for everything under the sun, you may not be able to get that house. And a lot of times, if you're asking for all of that, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because next month home prices is going to be up $20,000-$30,000 possibly.
Possibly, yeah.